Red Dead Online has really grown as a game over the years, to a point to where things can feel overwhelming if you're a new player. If you're a beginner, you probably got a million questions circling around your head, from what's the best weapon to how do I make the most money? Well, in this video, I'll try my best to answer all these questions by giving you the best purchases that you can make as a beginner in Red Dead Online. So let's jump straight in and take a look. First up is the Varmint Rifle. The Varmint Rifle is pretty cheap at just $72, but will allow you to kill small animals with ease and sedate animals and shoot bird eggs out of nests without breaking them. Thanks to these mechanics, the Varmint Rifle is easily one of the most versatile weapons in the game, and you should take it with you at all times. Another good gun purchase for you to make is the Bolt Action Rifle. In order to take out bigger game, you're going to need this gun. It'll cost you around $216. The Lancaster Repeater is the best weapon to take out enemies from a distance, and this one will set you back $243. Now let's talk about the Pump Action Shotgun. While not necessarily the best at taking out real players, the Pump Action Shotgun is great for taking out the legendary animals that you may come across in the wild. It'll cost you $266.40, but if you go after those legendary animals, you'll make that money back in no time. Another good purchase is the bow. If you don't personally find yourself getting on with the Varmint Rifle, then definitely consider picking up a bow. It's a great alternative for taking out small animals, but it does cost a lot more at $124. It's a good idea to pair the bow with a small game arrow pamphlet for maximum efficiency. Next is the Wilderness Camp. The Wilderness Camp is going to make your life so much more efficient. By calling the Wilderness Camp instead of your main camp, you'll save money and gain access to a daily challenge that will help you progress through your naturalist role. The Wilderness Camp will set you back $750 though. So far, we've only talked about purchasing stuff for your in-game character, but what about you? I mean, you are the one that is controlling everything, so you want to make sure that you're in top form at all times. To stay concentrated, focused, and alert, you need to give Glitch Energy a go. It's not some overhyped crappy energy drink full of toxic chemicals and artificial sweeteners. It's made from natural ingredients and will actually have a positive effect on your gameplay. If you're interested, head over to glitchenergy.com and use code J97 at checkout for 10% off your entire order. Next is the Stew Pot. Unsurprisingly, the Stew Pot allows you to make stew, which will help you manage your character's cores. But more importantly, the Stew Pot gives you access to 2 new daily challenges so you can earn even more money. The Stew Pot costs $650. Now you're going to also want to get your hands on something called the Pennington Shovel. Now I know what you're probably thinking. How is a shovel going to help me take over the Wild West? Well, let me explain. The Pennington Shovel is going to allow you to dig up collectibles that can then be sold for a decent profit. There are dig sites all over the map, and once you travel to a site, you can use your eagle eye to see the location of the collectible as yellow particles will start to show, and you'll gain the option to dig with the shovel. As you dig up collectibles, you'll also find some extra family heirlooms and arrowheads, which is also an added bonus. Now, the metal detector is a great tool to pair with the Pennington Shovel. So the metal detector is basically going to allow you to find collectibles that don't have any disruptive earth giving the location away. With the metal detector, you'll be able to collect arrowheads, jewelry, and coins. It costs $700, but like a lot of things on this list, you'll be able to make back that money in no time. Next is fishing gear. Now, fishing is hardly the most exciting part of Red Dead Online, but it is a very profitable activity. A fishing rod costs just $32. The lake lure, river lures, and swamp lures cost $2.50 each, and the special lures can be purchased for $20. Once you got these items, I recommend you grab a special spinner that you can unlock in the Fisher of Fish mission. All in all, you're looking for around $100 for a great little money-making setup where you can make up to $8 per fish, which isn't too bad at all. Now, the bar expansion definitely isn't the flashiest item on this list, but it is one the most useful. With the bar expansion, you'll gain access to loads of new daily challenges like drunken player interactions, which are going to increase the amount of money you make per day. It does cost $950, but you'll make this back in just a few in-game days, so it's definitely a worthwhile investment. The band expansion works in a very similar way to the bar expansion, in the sense that it will give you more daily challenges to complete, increasing your overall daily profitability. It'll set you back $850. The condenser upgrade gives you access to the average moonshine match, allowing you to charge more for every single moonshine run that you complete. The polished copper upgrade will give you access to a string moonshine match, allowing you to get the best price for your moonshine. It'll cost you $875, however, you will need to buy the condenser upgrade before you gain access to this upgrade. Next is the medium delivery wagon. For $500, the medium delivery wagon will double your selling capacity as a trader from 25 to 50 goods. This simple upgrade will allow you to make up to $187.50 in a single long distance run. As you progress through the trader rule, you're going to want to upgrade to the large delivery wagon. This will further increase your capacity to 100 goods, allowing you to make $625 for a long distance delivery. It will cost you $750, and you do need to have the medium delivery wagon first. Next is the hunting wagon. The hunting wagon costs $875, and it will make your hunting run so much more efficient. With the hunting wagon, you'll be able to store all of your animal pelts, skins, and carcasses, and even if you leave the game, you won't lose any of your stuff. Think of the hunting wagon as an insurance policy for all your hunts. Following the hunting wagon, you have the bounty wagon. The bounty wagon costs $875 and is going to make bounty hunting so much smoother, as you'll be able to bring in more bounty targets at the same time. Now, if you play in a group, you probably won't need this item because the maximum number of bounties you can bring at one time is 6. And you can play in groups of up to 7, giving you 1 bounty per person with a man left over. But if you're a solo player, the bounty wagon is going to speed up your bounties tremendously, helping you make more money in a quicker time frame. Changing gears, let's talk about some horses. The Criollo is the collector rank 20 horse breed that you can purchase for $950. The Clad Rupert is the trader rank 20 horse, which can be purchased also for $950. The Brenton is the bounty hunter rank 20 horse that can be purchased for $950 as well. The Norfolk Roadster is the Moonshiner rank 20 horse, which again costs $950. And finally, the Gypsy Cob is the Naturalist rank 20 horse that will cost, you guessed it, $950. Using these horses is going to make your life so much easier, as you'll be able to get across the map really quickly and escape danger in a tight situation. Now, the Nacogdoches saddle is easily the best in the entire game, and has a mechanic to where it will slow the health core and stamina drain rate, meaning your horse will be able to take more punishment and travel further. This will set you back $512.50. Hooded stirrups cost $144 and increase the max speed and acceleration of your horse by 2 points, while simultaneously reducing the stamina drain rate by 50. The time that this item will save you in the long term will pay for itself. And with a rank 20 horse and these 2 items, you should be able to sprint from pretty much one side of the map to the other without draining stamina. Now, let's talk about some horse insurance. Now, a lot of people are under the mistaken impression that horse insurance is useless. However, it is actually one of the most useful purchases that you can make in the game, because it means that you'll never have to pay that annoying $4 every time your horse dies. It costs $125. So if we do the math, you only have to have your horse die 31 times for the insurance to pay for itself. And if you're as reckless as me, I'm sure you'll hit that number in no time. Now, ability cards are incredibly useful if you know how to use them. Different ability cards give you different attributes, and some are definitely better than others. So here are ones in particular to work towards: Painted Black, Focus Fire, Winning Streak, Cold Blooded, London's Patience, Strange Medicine, and Eye for an Eye. So I get that you can't equip all these at once, but you can select up to 4. These cards will allow you to take on virtually any mission and are pretty well recognized as the best cards in the game. Once you got these ability cards, you're going to want to level them up to tier 3. When you unlock them for $50, they'll be at tier 1. To get them to tier 2, you'll need to grind 10,000 XP and then pay $250. And then to get them to tier 3, you need to grind 15,000 XP and pay $500. Now, this might seem like a hell of a lot of work, but I assure you the tier 3 versions of the ability cards are so much better than the lower tiers and are absolutely worth the effort to get. Pamphlets also have the potential to be really overpowered in Red Dead Online. With that being said, here are the pamphlets that I use. The Express Explosive Pamphlet, this costs $1,000. The Incinerated Buckshot Pamphlet, this costs $860. The Explosive Slug Pamphlet, this costs $950. The Small Game Arrow Pamphlet, this costs $350 and will allow you to use the bow on smaller animals without reducing the quality of the meat. The Dynamite Arrow Pamphlet, which costed $895. The Fire Arrow Pamphlet, this costs $700. The Special Health Reviver Pamphlet, this costs $475. And finally, the Special Health Cure Pamphlet, which costs $595. These pamphlets should be used sparingly because they are pretty expensive, especially if you're a newer player. but they make great additions to your arsenal if you get griefed or want to take on a particularly hard mission. So, there are the best purchases for beginner players in Red Dead Online. Let me know what you're going to purchase first in the comments section, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click on your screen now to watch a recent breakdown of the best and worst story missions in Red Dead Redemption.